go ahead, create a pet class that has abstract functionality, at the very least 3 methods. At least one of the methods must take in parameters, and at least one of the methods must return a value instead of printing things out to the console. I kind of want to make things more interesting than just people having methods that print out bark to the console, for example.
Now, do you want to specify that the pet class should also have a constructor that takes in a parameter? Because then they'll have to do constructor chaining, at least basic chaining. That just means they get their fingers dirty with everything we've talked about tonight.
Okay. Create an abstract pet class that has abstract functionality, at least 3 methods. It must have a string name read-only property that is filled by a parameter to this constructor. At least one of the methods must take in parameters. At least one of the methods must return a value instead of just simply printing things out to the console.
And Nelson, Barry's right. I don't think you've covered read-only, so just take the read-only part out.
I mean that in a literal sense. I mean a public getter and a private setter.
Oh, okay. That we have covered.
I don't mean the read-only construct. Okay. I mean, yeah. Create 4 implementations of the pet class that will appropriately implement the different methods. Allow the user to enter 0 to many pets, can be any type, and store them into a list of pet variable, or object's a better word. After the user is done entering the pets, allow the user to select a pet, perform an operation. You will have to collect the arguments required to invoke a method that has parameters, and then repeat A through B until the user decides to quit.
Could you just clarify that you will have to collect the arguments required to invoke a method that has parameters? What do you mean by collect the arguments? From the user or from elsewhere in code? Or?
So that they're not just passing in constants into those methods that take parameters.
Yeah. And CTOR is constructor.